From chickens hatching to geometry on the football field, we have it all here on Conversations. Hello and welcome to Conversations. I'm your host, Jeannie Curtis. We have a lot for you today and 6 different stories. We have Engineering Day at Fitzgerald Elementary, Mental Math at Crow Elementary, a pep rally at Reminzy, geometry lessons on the football field at Lamar High School, and the Golly Whopper games over at Martin High School. But first, we have this story that is breaking out of its shell.
Hi, I'm Michelle Webb from Bryan Elementary. I teach first grade here, and today we are celebrating the hatching of our chicken eggs. For 21 days, we've been hatching chicken eggs, and this has all been made possible by a $2,500 grant from the Texas Department of Agriculture, and the kids have really enjoyed getting to experiment with watching the eggs and the chicks as they hatch. And so let's talk to some of the kids and find out what they think about their experience.
We have 2 that are pipping, and then we have one that's out.
So we have one chick
First grade voices.
out, and it looks like it's a black chick. And then as you can see right here, it's pipping. We call that pipping. It's coming right out of the egg there. And what they do is they pip a little hole, and then they pip all the way around and make it all the way around inside of the shell, and then they break it in half, and then they come out. And it takes them a while. It takes them several hours to go through this process. And what happens is whenever they come out, they're really, really tired. And so sometimes they look like they might be dead, but they're not. They just get tired and they lay down, and it takes them about 24 hours to get all nice and full and pretty and fluffy. And they stay inside the incubator for about 24 to 48 hours, and they don't need any food or water the first day and a half or so. It's quite an exciting experiment. The kids love it. What do you think about what's going on today?
They hatched because they had a long time in their egg, and
How long have they been inside the incubator?
21 days, and they gotta shake the water off because there was water in the incubator. So if they don't shake the water off, they'll die because they can't. If you get out the water and you have nothing to dry you off with, then you can be cold.
They dry up and you take them out and put them in the brooder.
In the brooder, that's right. And when they're in the brooder, what did they eat when they get in there? Do you remember what that's called?
After a couple days, they can eat chicken mash.
Okay, and what about the water? How do they drink their water?
They put their beak in it and then they start drinking it.
What do they do when they first hatch?
They're all wet and the icky stuff is all over them and they start to dry.
This is Michelle Webb from Bryan Elementary. Now back to you.
Thanks, Michelle. That was a lot of fun. Over at Crow Elementary, they spent a couple of days improving their math skills and then having a little friendly competition for fabulous prizes.
46, Buzz, 48, 49.
Math is an area that we need to increase our skills with 5th and 6th grade, and so this was an opportunity to have Mr. Math come and work with our kids because he is, number one, a motivational speaker, and he's very skilled in mental math, and he worked with the kids for 2 days, and the expected outcome was to increase their skills in math, to reduce their fears of math, to make them more confident and comfortable with handling and solving math problems. And he has a tremendous track record for doing just that. He is known across the nation. I've seen him at several conferences, and I really got the idea from principals at conferences who utilized him and felt very strongly that they received exemplary ratings at their campuses because of that experience that the kids had.
My approach at teaching teachers, okay, now a lot of them don't feel comfortable at what they're doing. So what I've been doing for the last 20 years. I've been traveling abroad, all over the country, motivating not only children, but I've been motivating parents. I've been motivating administrators, because we go in and we do workshops all over the country, and they get excited about it. Now, a lot of people, they can teach, but they can't inspire, okay? God has given me the ability to inspire not only children, but adults alike. So they get excited about it, and it transfers over into all the other disciplines. They get excited about learning. All right, you gotta go. All right, give me an answer here. Anybody got an answer for that? The legs on the rectangle are solid. One leg is 6, one leg is 4. The other leg is 2. Find the volume. Divide by 8 equals 6. 6 is correct. That's correct. Let's give it up. Walker's version of mental math. Walker's version. See, because there's many different versions out there of mental math, but this is my version, because see, you throw out the order of operations. Whatever you see first, whatever you hear first, that's the method that you do, or that's the operation that you do. Okay, so everybody else is doing order of operation. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, and adding and subtraction from left to right. So I do my own version. Whatever you hear first, whatever you see first in my book, that's what you do first, because I have a book. It's entitled A Recipe for Mental Math. A Recipe for Mental Math, and it's all over the country.
4 equals 24. 6 times 5 equals 30. 6 times 6.
827. Okay, this team over here. This team over here. All right, give me the number of ounces in 2 pounds. Minus 2, plus 30, plus 30 more, minus 5. Divide that by 10, equal. Right here. 8.5 is correct. 8.5 is correct. All right, here we go. 12 times 12, minus 44, plus 21. Cut that in half, plus 0.5, times 2, equal. Who said 12 the last time? Me. He got it. 12 was right. 12 was right. 12 was right. Put it down. A lot of them come to us with a lot of fear and a lot of doubt, a lot of anxiety when they come to us, but we let them know that math is something that's going to be with them for the rest of their lives, that they might as well get excited about it. And so once they see that they can do these numbers in their head, sky's the limit. I mean, they just go from here to the next one to the next one. You saw it for yourself. These kids were able to do a series of numbers. They were able to hold about 10 to 15 numbers in their head all at the same time. Now they're excited. Now it's going to transfer over into all the other disciplines. They'll get excited about reading, social studies, science, the whole 9 yards.
Wow, that was pretty amazing, keeping all those numbers in your head. At Fitzgerald Elementary, they held an engineering day. Here's more on that story.
I'm Brandy Washington, a first grade teacher here at Fitzgerald Elementary. I am here to present the IBM Engineering Days program with you. The IBM Engineers Day program is a program to promote awareness of engineering and the importance of technology in our society for our students. It's a great opportunity to get students involved in hands-on activities and uses of engineering in real-world situations. And our 5th and 6th graders are doing an engineering program so far, and I wanted to make sure that they had an opportunity to see how it was presented in real world and also meet a great bunch of people that are actually in the engineering and technology career.
Now, am I getting electrocuted? No. You don't get a lot of energy out of that orange. Okay, and in order to run this...
This is Brandy Washington from Fitzgerald Elementary.
Thanks, Brandy. Geometry and algebra out on the football field? Priscilla Presley was at Lamar High School to find out more about this initiative for the sophomores.
Hey, this is Larry Harmon, Dean of Instruction at Lamar High School. We're here out at Cravens Field today with our sophomores preparing for the TACs next week. We have the football field set up in a series of 12 tasks. Most of them involve Algebra 1 and also geometry lessons. The students are completing these tasks in partners in the form of the Amazing Race. And by the end of the period, the 90 minutes, they have to complete all 12 tasks for a grade reward and for a candy reward. Right now, we're in the center of the football field, and we have 2 tasks. The students have to figure out the equation of the line based upon where they're going to throw the football. The orange cone represents the quarterback. They're throwing to a receiver. This is the packet the students are looking at right now, and they're standing at point K. That's the quarterback. They're throwing it to a wide receiver, and this is the place where they're marking the point where the ball lands, drawing a line and forming the equation.
Now then.
That's not right, is it? That's not right.
You have, look, start right there
draw a side with a slope of +1.
Okay, so go up a little bit.
Just a rough draft. We don't know where the end point's going to be yet.
What we're trying to do here is we're trying to use a prop here for the theater. And we're trying to figure out the area so we can know how much paint to buy. And so we're trying to get the area of this rectangle, but we've got a hole in our prop. And so we've got to get the area of this rectangle minus the area of this circle, so we'll know what the area of this surface prop that we're going to use for the theater. Because we don't have enough money to buy enough paint. We've got to get it exactly correct. And as long as I can teach the kids what they're asking, they can get the answer, and that's the key. So that's what our goal is.
They've got to build these with the blocks
I can do the presentation for you.
to represent the different top,
I could. We could.
front, and the right side and left side. They've got to be able to see that
Yeah.
by building it in the blocks.
Mr. Wilson, can I see that? All right, I got the front. Right side. That would be this side. It's like a Rubik's Cube. Look right. 4, 3.
We're doing task 3 of 4. We're doing we're building these cubes to look at the 3-figure dimensional figure, front, top, right side, and left side. We're trying to figure out what the top and the side view look like at this station.
On this particular task, the students are becoming familiar with their formula chart and the Big B concept. Big B is very difficult for our students because they now have to do a substitution concept where they have to replace the Big B, which is the area of the base, with various formulas on the area section of their formula chart. We want the students to not miss that concept, so they actually have to cover the area of the base, understand that the area of the base that they're shading in on that 3-dimensional object has to now be replaced with whatever formula is in the area section. So we want to make sure that they're not just using the radius, they're not just using the height, but they're actually going back and understanding that they have to identify what additional formula has to be substituted into that formula that's existing for volume.
Right now we're looking at 2 different parabolas and identifying whether they're the same or different, and then finding out what we have to do to make them the same. And then we're taking the parent formula and comparing what we have to do to the parent formula parabola to make the others match it.
This is task 8, and what we are trying to accomplish here is the volume of the cylinder, the volume of the cube, and ultimately find, after we pour the liquid from the cylinder into the cube, the ultimate goal is to find out how much volume is left in the cylinder. So the students have to really know what formulas they're using, and they also have to be able to find out the dimensions of the cylinder and the dimensions of the cube. So it's a lot of thought process, but I think that once they figure out the formula itself, when they get to the tax test, if they come up with a question similar to it, they'll know what formulas to use.
I definitely enjoyed it. It gave us a way to do it more hands-on instead of just on paper. It made me take it into the bigger perspective than what I usually have been doing, which is just drawing it out. Now I actually get to build the blocks instead of looking at them and guessing what they would look like if they were real.
Are these activities helpful to you?
I think it's good because we get hands-on work and like everything. So
yeah, and they can
people
explain
help us,
it a lot better.
What is your favorite task out here?
So far it's been the cubes. I really like the cubes.
Yeah, the cubes are fun.
But throwing the football was fun. I have really bad aim. But yeah, no, it's definitely very interactive. I like that.
From Lamar High School, I'm Priscilla Presley.
Thanks, Priscilla, for that story. At Martin High School, the Golly Whopper Games were held. Sarah Rothschild had a chance to attend and find out more about this event.
Sarah Rothschild reporting at Martin High School for the 2nd annual Golly Whopper Games. Right now we're in the middle of it all with all these different activities going on, practicing our math skills. Tonight we have a couple schools participating with Bowles Junior High, Corey, Ditto, Dunn, Little, Mary Moore, Miller, and Wood Elementary, Young Junior High, and 13 different teams and clubs from Martin High School. Tonight, they're practicing their math skills before the STAR math test next week for 3rd through 6th grade students. What is the main purpose of the Golly Whopper Games?
The main purpose is just to practice our math skills. The STAR test is next week, of course, so it's just kind of last-minute practice. The kids get to come in and show off all their math skills that they've been working on all year. So just kind of extra practice before the STAR test, give them some, encouragement, and, they know this stuff, and it's, nothing they need to take too seriously. So just a fun way to practice math.
This is the 2nd annual, so why did you guys start the whole thing?
Actually, a group of students at Little Elementary, we sponsor the K-Kids group. It's like the elementary version of Key Club at Little, and a group of students they're now 8th graders at Young, read the book The Golly Whopper Games, and they wanted to do something like that. So a group of kids came up with the idea, and so we just kind of took it and ran with it, and here we are.
How much work does it take to make this whole thing come together?
A lot. It was a lot. No, all the student leaders have been working really hard. The Key Club sponsors have been working hard, and then we have booths from all of our feeder elementary schools, so 7 elementary schools, 2 junior highs, and then we have about 10 groups here on our campus that have been working on their booths, their math questions, all of that. So I don't know how many hours, but a lot of time.
So can you tell me about these little scorecards you guys have on?
Well, they're just to keep track of where you've been and how you've done the booths. So basically, if you pass the booth, they'll give you a sticker, and it's kind of a sense of pride for the kids.
Do you guys think the kids are having a great time tonight?
I think so, yeah. Because Mom and Dad don't get to go to school with them, so it's fun, that Mom and Dad are here, so they get to show Mom and Dad, hey, look, I can do this, I can do fractions, I can do graphs, I can do multiplication. So I think it is fun, and then the games are just a blast too. Key Club's organizing it. We have student tutors at each booth from the National Honor Society. From our junior highs, we have student council members and junior National Honor Society students. We have football, track, girls basketball, soccer, Ready, Set, Teach, which are our future teachers, so it's fabulous to see them out there. We have Rachel's Challenge, MHS Student Council. What am I missing?
Physics club, and let's see, soccer, Geo club, Avid.
You guys got it all out here.
Grant funding paid for a lot of it from the Arlington Alliance for Youth, and then we had money donated from our technology fund, and then the junior high booths and the elementary school booths funded their own, and then on our campus, pretty much the grant funding, and then we used some of Key Club's money as well.
I heard they're taking school supplies. What's going on with that?
Yes. Admission to the games is free, and then in lieu of an admission, we just ask for donated school supply, and all of those school supplies will go to Mission Arlington.
That's great. Is there a special reason for this booth over here?
Yeah, we're just doing math problems and having fun, and once they get them right, they get to shoot baskets and have fun.
Are you guys having a good time?
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Why did y'all decide to come out here tonight?
Well, we wanted to help the kids with their math, and then also show our basketball booth for them to play, so.
Yeah, so maybe one day, maybe one day when they get here, they can play basketball.
How do you think this helps your kids with their math skills?
Oh, they're having so much fun playing the games and actually getting rewarded with prizes to do the different activities at each of the booths.
Yeah. Do you think it's really going to help them with their STAR testing?
I think that will. I mean, some of the questions are very basic. The other ones are very rigorous, so that's the type of question that's going to help them be prepared for STAR next week.
So what kind of things does this game help the kids with?
It helps them multiply and divide, because what they're doing is they're finding their weight on Earth, and then they have to either multiply or divide to find their weight on the moon or other planets. And then after they solve that, they come over here and they knock down alien heads.
Do you think they're all having a good time with this game?
Yeah, I think so. I think I actually think they just want to knock down the alien heads, but I'm not letting them do this until they solve the problem first, so.
Good idea, good idea.
We are working on
Yeah? What is this helping with for math?
About
adding and about how you add and about
how much money it costs for each pencil, pen, and decals.
Are you guys having a fun time tonight?
Yes.
Yes. Yes?
Yes.
What's been your favorite game so far?
Mine's probably the football one.
Yeah? What do you do on the football one?
You have to answer a question, and then you have to act like you're a real football player. And I'm small in my grade, so it was really cool.
Yeah? What's your favorite game?
The large stacking cup game.
Yeah? What do you do over there?
You start with time and how you add and see how many minutes you can get, and what's the time you get to stack the cups.
How about that touchdown dance you just did?
That was awesome.
Yeah. Did you have fun playing the game? What'd you have to do?
All you have to do is run through there, jump, leap, then get up here, and then just jump up here, and they try to block you, but it's not really.
Has this been your favorite game so far?
Yes.
Do you want to play football when you're older?
Yeah.
We're having them solve these math problems so then they can go and into the money grab and try and find a dollar with a gold sticker on it, and then they get to have a t-shirt if they get it right. What's going on over here? You said they're grabbing money? They're grabbing money. It's like this machine that blows all the money up into them, and they have to just go around and grab the money. What kind of math problems are they doing over here? They're money problems, and they're separated into group categories, and it's just solving money problems since it's the money grab. Has this been a really fun night for you?
Yes, it's been fun. It's gonna prepare me for STAR.
Yes. That's good, that's good. What are you guys doing over here?
Yeah, we're just having fun, trying to teach the kids how to do math and have fun. Over here, you can count the lollipops. You get it right, we come over here, we check it with our, here's our check board. You win a lollipop, you get a sticker, and it's just a great way for the kids to get out of the house, to have a good time. And
What kind of math problems are these?
actually very difficult. I've missed a few, unfortunately, but more, it goes from kindergarten to 6, so it kind of varies on the age and their grade, obviously. So we're not going to give a 6th grader a kindergarten question because we don't want them going home with the whole basket.
Have you been having a great time tonight?
Oh, I've been having an awesome time. I'm here with my good friend Pearson. I got Zach over there, and Miss Powers, our sponsor. Wave hi, Miss Powers. We're just really having fun, and I'm glad to be out here helping the community.
Mr. McCullough, have you been answering all of the math questions correctly tonight?
I have got every one of them right.
That's
and
great.
I'm very proud.
What's been your favorite game?
I'll show you some prizes I won. I got Skittles over there in the fishing game. I got Twizzles over in another math game. And then I just won a cupcake. Oh.
What's been your favorite game so far?
Oh, I tell you what my favorite game was playing basketball against Mrs. Roddy. And I won.
I let him win, so.
She was trying hard. I could see out of the corner of my eye. She was working as fast as I was, but I got lucky. But I enjoyed that. Oh, yeah, I've enjoyed all of it.
Yeah.
So,
have you been excited to see all the kids learning some new math skills?
I'm excited just to see kids talking about math, thinking about math, and just having a good time with math.
I noticed you have a lot of stickers on your little card. What are those for?
That means that I've gone through I got through a lot of games so far, and I won this from a big version of Plunko.
Yeah? What's been your favorite game?
So far, the one where you kick the soccer ball for the points. Yeah. The one where you kick the soccer ball for the points.
Do you think you're ready for your test next week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I don't really go to school. I go to Dental Elementary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's all at the Gollywopper Games at Martin High School. This is Sarah Rothschild. Now, which game am I going to do next?
I think I'll go with the clock walk, and you can't go wrong with cake. I'll have to make it out there for the games next year. Our final story is from Remenzi Elementary.
Hello, welcome to Remenzi Elementary. My name is Monique Simmons, and I am the school counselor. And today we're having our STAR pep rally. We're getting our kids just some extra motivation for the STAR test next week. We have the 6th grade band directed by Mr. Barry. have 4th grade cheers. The Bowie High School Drumline will perform for us today. And we also have chants and cheers led by our music teacher, Mrs. Ivy. And then the students will have a prize drawing. This is Monique Simmons, the school counselor at Remenzi Elementary, and I know that our students enjoyed this wonderful pep rally today.
Thanks, Monique, and thanks to everyone who was on our show today, and thank you for watching. For Conversations, I'm Jeannie Curtis.